Hello everybody, and oddly enough, welcome to Sack Time, the show that I only make videos for like every 2 months, apparently. So, yeah, no, I'm actually doing something, but I actually have time to really sit down and do something, and let me explain one of the reasons why I don't get a chance to do a lot of videos. I don't get a lot of time to play games, so when I do, I actually tend to want to sit down and play them and simply enjoy them rather than making a video, which might sound kind of selfish, but, you know, it becomes more of an experience to take in a game for what it is, rather than, you know, share a video like this with somebody, which I want to do, but I'd like them to be two separate kind of things, you know? Like I picked up Hyrule Warriors, and I just wanted to sit down and enjoy it, not have to worry about narrating, not have to worry about setting up equipment, just turning off everything in the house other than my TV and Wii U, and just playing. However, since I didn't get a chance to actually pick this up until just now, we're going to be reviewing, well, impersonating. We're going to be impersonating Dracula in a Castlevania game that just got released for the Virtual Console. Now this one, okay, this is kind of interesting because, as you can see here, we organize things a little bit more specifically, and we're actually going to a Super Nintendo folder instead of a TurboGrafx folder, because this version of Dracula X that we've downloaded is not the PC Engine version, but rather the Super Nintendo version, which is not available on the normal Wii Virtual Console. However, for the sake of this video, what we are going to do is, if I have a Wii Remote hooked up as well, is doing both versions of the game. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than normal, which will be fine, but we're going to start with Dracula X and check out some of the differences. I'm not going to be doing a crazy super side-by-side immediate video comparison, because that's a lot of extra work, and again, I'm limited in time when it comes to doing these things, so we're just going to put something together that hopefully you can enjoy, see some differences for, and just sort of take it in for the sake of information. So, let's go ahead and get started, and we'll show you Dracula X Super Nintendo. Okay, so it's interesting because two games called Dracula X, one for the Super, one for the PC Engine, and they're both decently different games, you know, based sort of on the same concept, and while the TurboGrafx version is generally regarded as being the superior version, and it's really phenomenal, this one is still a great game. This is still not a bad game by any means. So, I'm going to pop it on. I accidentally started a new game instead of checking my options, so I'm super pissed, but whatever. Me and Dracula have some unfinished business. Alright. So, alright, you start off as, we're Richter Belmont for this game, and he's got a couple new moves. The ability to moonwalk by holding the whip button and then traversing back and forth, which is why. You can do like a cool backflip by jumping and then tapping the jump button again immediately to sort of dodge out of the way. I think there might be a slide, but I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, another feature for this game compared to many other Castlevanias, especially of the time, was that you can jump and actually sort of manipulate your direction a little bit. So once you start moving, that's still kind of it, but you can still sort of backtrack if you've made a bad decision. So largely Castlevania through and through, and this first stage is pretty similar to Dracula X PC Engine. You can also jump straight onto stairs, which is super nice. You can kill gorillas at the top of the stairs, gorilla skeletons. And let's see, if you press the X button, you can save up like a whole bunch of hearts or use hearts that you've accumulated and do like a super magic attack. I think it's like 10-15 hearts, and I wasn't paying attention, so sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with me not knowing. Axes go straight through bats that are not prepared to die. And as per tradition, up and attack will use, oh boy, will use your whip. I mean, here's your special item. See, I'm getting distracted here by pretty shapes and colors and bats and, you know, skeletons. Alright, so yeah, you know, as far as the Castlevania game goes, truly, it's good. It's good. And I guess if you want to really, like, you know, throw a bunch of comparisons out there, it's not that this is so much a bad game as it is, it doesn't offer nearly the same amount of stuff or quality of content that the PC Engine version does. On the core level, it's still, it's Castlevania. I mean, they're both just, you know, run, jump, whip, and you know, die a lot, and that's totally fine. However, unlockable characters, a world map that really encourages a little bit of exploration for multiple branching paths is another big thing. You can save up money, which is points, you know, little bags of gold, gives you 100 points or whatever. You can actually save up your money and use it to buy things. I think actually you can only buy videos on how to beat certain stage bosses, but you know, it's still kind of cool. Another big difference is that the soundtrack in this, great Super Nintendo fare. You know, nothing bad to say about the soundtrack in this game, but the PC Engine version, once again, has an audio soundtrack that is enormous fidelity because it's CD-based audio. So we'll get to that shortly. We'll do 2 levels of this and then 2 levels of the PC Engine version. And we'll see what's going on. You can check out the comparisons, you know, a little bit more directly. It's gonna look pretty similar, but okay. So this gnarly Cerberus Panther dude is coming to blow me some kisses, and I don't remember like a good method to beat him. I guess the bosses are different between the 2 games, which is always kind of neat. You know, giving you a little bit more incentive to really want to actually have and play both, because it's basically just 2 separate Castlevania games with similarly themed concepts. If I die, well, which I probably will, then that sucks, but you know, what are you gonna do? You can do nothing. You guys just have to watch. Just have to watch me die. I clearly don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna, yeah. There we go. He explodes into a billow of fire. One thing that this version does not have that the PC Engine does is the first boss is just a dragon that shows up and screams, and like they didn't add like a sound filter to make it sound like a cool dragon screaming. It just sounds like some guy who's like put his hand in a machine and got his fingers mangled. So that's kind of cool. But okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, and oh, here you go. Some familiar and excellent music. Ah. Okay, so you know, while CD-based audio is also really good, and it's, you know, a big landmark for the way things were progressing, I think it's still extremely important to remember that Super Nintendo audio fidelity has a certain timbre that you just don't get anywhere else, and it's important to have that as part of the gaming experience. You know, the same way the Nintendo sound chip had its own unique sound. I'm just not paying attention to me falling into pits. Everything sort of has a style that really differentiates it, you know. And again, whether or not your tastes really accommodate to that or not, it's a difference, and it's there, and I think it's noteworthy. So, is this game worth the $8 that the Virtual Console is asking? I would say yes, because it's a Castlevania game, and I think this series is largely wonderful, and, you know, personal skill notwithstanding, it's just, it's a good game, it's solid, it's fun to play, the control is good, it's excellent on the Pro Controller, which is what I'm using currently, and I would highly recommend checking it out if you're a Castlevania fan. If you've got 16 bucks to blow, it might be like actually an import price in the Wii shop channel, maybe like $9 or $10, I don't know. I would recommend getting the PC Engine version as well, and hopefully they'll end up doing that for the straight up Wii U, as I think that would be fantastic, and it would just be one more excellent game to have on the Wii U gamepad. This is one that doesn't need customized controls, it works solidly, it looks great, it plays well, and it's worth owning in tandem with the version of Dracula X. So, alright, we're gonna Knife, Fury, Flurry, Furry, dress up as a furry, and kill some axe armors. Okay, so anyway, this is where this segment's going to end, and let's go ahead and pop over to some Dracula X on the Wii. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, now we're here at Dracula X. See what that's called? It's, well, Akuma Jo Dracula X. Chino Rondo. That's Rondo of Blood. Demon Castle Dracula X. Alright, so, well, let's get to it. Okay. So, using a classic controller for this because I wouldn't want to use a Wii remote. I don't even know if you can. I think you can. So whatever the case, loading up. We're good to go. Let's check this out. Okay. So this is loading CD quality everything, and you know what? Watch this. We're actually gonna mess everything up and reset. But because it saves all of our stuff, presumably, we should be okay. Konami logo shows up just like the Super Nintendo version. Looks nice and sharp. Okay. This actually has like kind of a cool little intro. It's like sort of anime-ish, has voice acting.
Glücklich und zufrieden.
And it's in German. So
Niemand bemerkte den Schatten, der sich langsam über ihnen ausbreitete.
Content is going by way too fast. I can't tell what's going on. Dracula's castle has all kinds of cool stuff happening. Okay. So already, you know, by basis of comparison,
Die Dunkelheit trübte
seeing a
ihre
lot of
Sinne
stuff. You're seeing
und das Böse fraß sich tief in ihre
you're not getting
Seelen.
elsewhere. You know, watch
Vom
this,
Wahnsinn getrieben schmiedeten sie einen Pakt mit dem Teufel. Zu später Stunde kamen sie zusammen, um gemeinsam die Mächte der Finsternis mit ihrem sündigen Blut zu rufen. Sie zu erlösen von ihrer sterblichen Existenz, den Anbeginn einer neuen Welt vor Augen.
Boom. Glass coffins. Hello.
Und so begab es sich, dass nach 100 Jahren das Böse wieder Fleisch geworden war. Als unsterbliches Geschöpf der Nacht kann es die Gestalt des Wolfs, der Fledermaus oder des Nebels annehmen. Es labt sich am Blut der Menschen. Dracula, der Fürst der Finsternis, Herr des Teufelsschlosses, ist auferstanden.
Okay. Sounds good. There it is. And you get this cool door creaking noise. Okay, so I have Choberto. You can have 3 save files on here. You can change your name, you can file delete, or you can file copy. Alright, and what's super sweet is you have like a little a screen here. It tells you how many times that you've continued down at the bottom. And I had moved my file over from a different Wii a long time ago and never gone back to play, so I had to start over everything and only played a bit. But I haven't beaten on the original PC Engine. So anyway, okay, let's actually check out a couple of these things right here, because not only do you have game start, where you can just straight up start the game, player select. So lets you choose between Maria or Richter. Okay. So, go between the two. They actually have different abilities. I think Maria can double jump and she shoots out like a homing dove. And if you want to beat the game very easily, she's actually kind of your ticket. Richter's a little bit more difficult as he plays again more traditionally, which we'll get into. We have a stage select option. So while the Super Nintendo version has a password, as per Castlevania tradition, this is kind of cool because we'll actually go to the stage select shortly. You can, well, it's kind of like a world map almost. Alright, Technic, this is where you can spend your money to see how to defeat certain bosses. Okay? So when you get to the bosses, right here we can spend $225 and see how to defeat Carmilla. Okay? Or Death, or Shaft, you know, anything that we have up here. Okay? Death is 0 because, well, he's the very first boss and you kind of, I don't know, if you die on him, I guess that sucks because he's really easy. Down here we have the sound test, and you can come in, you can listen to any of the songs in the game. And I mean, the game has a phenomenal soundtrack, so technically this is leaps and bounds better than Super, but again, it's different, so gonna depend on your preference, but whatever the case, it's phenomenal. The fidelity is great, the music is great, the instrumentation is great, everything is good. Okay, so before we go to game start, we're gonna do stage select, which is game start with the stage select built in. Okay, and I haven't unlocked all the stages on this playthrough, but you start off over here, BAT Stage 0 Prologue. And when you get to Stage 1, depending on what direction you choose, a hidden path or the standard path, you can actually go up here to the top to Normal Stage 2 or Hidden Stage 2. And beat Hidden Stage 2 to get to Stage 3, Stage 2 to Stage 4, and so on. But I think every stage still requires you to beat it a certain way in order to progress to the Hidden Stage. So let's go ahead and check this out. Go to the Prologue, which is something that the game on the Super Nintendo does not have. Alright, gonna check it out, see what happens. I think we have a little anime intro coming up after this scene, but I don't remember. And we're actually going to skip that. Okay. See that? You have CD quality sound bites of a man yelling at his horses. This is kind of cool. Death chilling in the background. Chilling because it's cold out. Alright. Oh, actually, the button layout on this is a little bit different. So, A is actually weird. Okay, so A is jump, and B is attack, which, you know, you might expect, because that's the way it goes. But I'm used to Y and B being my deal. So, that's not the case, but whatever. Alright, got hit by the thing. No worries. Okay, yeah, so, you know, you have to hit death, like, twice. And not that I'm pretty good at it, but that's what you gotta do. Heal some garbage, and here we go. Level 1. Okay. So as you can see, it's still like got a motif of burning city in the background. Almost not quite as visually exciting as the other one. However, this game does something extra cool right here, which is it's based, if you can tell, on the tile sets after one of the NES entries, which is Castlevania 2. So let's make our way a little bit further into the stage. I actually want you to hear this dragon scream. And right here, this is basically straight out of Castlevania 2. I mean, you've got, you know, a sign on the ground. You've got the bricks in the background. We pop up these stairs, and you're just gonna straight see it. And I think that's super cool. These big ape gorilla skeletons are even more like Donkey Kong, because they actually throw barrels, which is kind of neat. But yeah, look at right here. This is directly Castlevania 2 related, and I'm always a fan of junk like that. I don't know how that didn't hit me, but you know, this is there's even like a church right there. Dudes jumping out of windows. They scream like little nerds. All right. So let's actually, a couple secrets around here. Delicious meat hidden within the wall, as per tradition. Let's see. And you can take a secret exit this way, but we're not going to do that this time because we're going to go this way. So, and now this is a little bit more akin to the Super Nintendo version with flames in the background. Though the different layers of flames on the SNES version, hey, I think that looks better. Granted, you don't get gigantic, super cool. Whoops, just jumped into his hand. Super sprites like this Ultra Golem up here, so that's pretty cool looking. Yeah, not as difficult as it might seem. Even though I just jumped straight into his hand, making it more difficult than you should be. Let's kill another one. Alright. Okay. Time to get moving. Let's keep going through the city, and actually I think this is it. Okay. So, it was a little bit shorter. There's a badass dragon in the background. You're like, oh, that's cool. I can't wait to see what kind of cool noises he makes, because he's a dragon, and dragons make cool noises, right? I'm so pumped. Alright, just listen to this, because it's awesome. So, the budget clearly went into all the sprite work for the game, because voice sampling did not have high priority. But, whatever, it's cool. Throw some BS at the dragon in the form of axes. Throw some axe body spray at the dragon because he smells like a dude at a LAN party. Alright. Hey guy, can you scream twice? Yeah, what do you want to sound like? A dragon? No, just scream. Okay, cool. Alright. Take one and record it. So, cool. Boss 1, as you can see. And we collect our Castlevania orb. Jump up in the air because that's for cool guys. Alright, stage clear. Now I'll show you a little bit of stage 2, just because that's how it goes. That's par for the course. This is the standard that we're setting. Okay? Alright. So, the stage layout's a little bit different, but you get this badass remix of Vampire Killer. So everybody wins, right? And then there's some nerdy crows showing up. Nobody likes crows. Crow T Robot. Oh, no, that didn't work. Oh, what a dork. I don't like crows. Oh my god. Get that. Get that. Get that as part of your new regimen. Bang. Alright. Cool. So, and then this is kind of neat too because, you know, we're playing, we're outside a castle. Hey, cool, I'm playing a video game and I'm outside a castle. That's neat. There's an axe armor. You know, he's mean. Kill his axes, kill his shield. He's got unlimited axes, but that doesn't matter. Let's keep killing him. Alright. Cool. Bam. There's something in the background. That's kind of scary. Oh, this looks a lot like, what? Oh, Castlevania 1. That's kind of nice. Alright, let's go up the stairs. We'll hang out. Okay. So, as you can see, both games, from a game layout standpoint, are pretty different. I'm also probably going to die, so sorry. Yep. Alright, so I splatter into a bloody spurt all over the castle drapes. And that sucks for Dracula. Not for me, because I'm dead. I don't really care. Death means nothing to the dead. They're done. They're done. It's philosophy. Just stop caring after you pass, because you don't have any more worries. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't get into a bunch of weird esoteric concepts while playing Castlevania, but that's the only way it can be played. Otherwise, it's too serious for me, and I freak out, jump into ghouls, and just die right in front of everybody. This is like a live studio audience. Okay, cool. So as you remember from the first level in the Super Nintendo version, we had a behemoth that was just like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Can I come?" And I was like, "No, it's probably not a good idea." So he's like, "You know what? I don't care. I'm showing up to your birthday party, and you can yell at me, you can be mad, but I'm here. So tough bananas." All right. So I have this cool key. What does that do? Well, let's jump in this pit and find out. Because this is part of what makes this game so cool, and it's that there are a plethora. There's just so much stuff in here. I'm gonna die. Okay. Yikes! All the Monster Rancher eyeballs are trying to kill me. Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, you know what? All right. All right. So I take this key. And I walk over. This is my secret spoiler. Is you walk over to a caged door, and you press up and attack, and the key pops out, and it smashes into the lock, and you unlock the room. And I actually think that's how you get Maria. So spoiler. Sorry, this game is like really old. Okay, we're gonna try it again though, just because now I'm curious. Is there one more pit? There better be. Hopefully. Nope. Did I just ruin everything? Maybe. Well, that's too bad. Okay. Hi, dude. Oh yeah, he's just dragging half his body, so that extra sucks. But, oh well. Okay. Oh, you know what? No, I think you can actually go down these stairs right here. In fact, is it over here? I don't remember, guys. I don't think I play video games ever. Okay, it is over here. Alright, see, that's locked. What do I do? Well, Fishman. Alright, so if you press the thing normally, he just freaks out and questions his life. Boom, let's do this. And I think it triggers a cute little cutscene, and normally Maria's in here, and she goes, "Oh my god, thank you, I've been waiting, and you're my cousin, and this is weird, so don't touch me." So, without touching her, we go back upstairs, and we continue the game. Nope, you can't do cool tricks. Oh yeah, you can. Okay. Wake Monster Rancher up. Run past him. Actually, I think it's the opponent, the big bat. That's a werewolf. No, it is the bat. Okay, cool. Use the werewolf slayer. Alright. We'll do second boss. We're gonna make this a long video. If you don't... Oh no! Holy crap! Well, that's from Castlevania 1, obviously. It is the werewolf. Check this out. This is pretty sweet. However, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm gonna let you guys watch me die to him. He spreads his legs like he has to take a pee. And then jettisons to the courtyard. And then throws some stuff at me. Okay, so yeah, this is Castlevania Dracula X. 2 different versions, 2 different games, $16 total. Or okay, maybe it's like, you know, 18. I don't remember. God, you guys. All right. So it totally worth actually snagging both of them. The Super Nintendo version is not as widely recognized because people don't like it as much as this. And while this might be better on a lot of levels technically, it truly is worth owning both games. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. If you like Castlevania, both games have a lot of merits, and I would definitely recommend trying them both. So, with that, we're going to have one more video coming up for you soon, which will be, well, it's like 2:30 in the morning right now, so we'll be getting, I believe the Circle of the Moon comes out in like 8 hours. So I'll be doing a little video review of that, and you guys can check it out and see if that's worth your money. Hint, it is. And until next time, have a sack time.